Balake. Where is Balake at?
My name's Blake.
Do you want to go to war, Balake? I'm for real. Ron.
Ron is present, everyone. Welcome back for more SPTV, where every day is a good day not to be in a cult. Guys, do you remember when Tom Cruise used the resources of a tax-exempt international human trafficking cult to find himself a girlfriend? Yeah, remember when that happened? Remember the whole Katie Holmes thing? Katie Holmes didn't just come out of nowhere. Katie Holmes was one of many young actresses who, without their knowledge, were auditioned to be Tom Cruise's girlfriend, to become Tom Cruise's wife. Now, these women, these young actresses, they did not know that's what was going on. So, I mean, in the title of this video, I titled it, When Scarlett Johansson Auditioned to be Tom Cruise's Wife. It's not like she knew that's what she was signing up for. Neither did Katie Holmes at the time. And actually, Katie Holmes wasn't even the first so-called winner of this audition process competition. The first one, the first young woman who was selected to be Tom Cruise's mate was a Scientologist, an Iranian actress named Nazanin Boniadi, who's not a Scientologist anymore. She's a very successful actress presently outside of the world of Scientology. And Nazanin's story has been told in the press. But anyway, let's get into the subject matter of this video. This is coming up because this was fresh off the presses just yesterday. I'm not just digging up ancient history. This is an article that was written yesterday by Roger Friedman, a short article, but worth sharing with you guys. Scarlett Johansson says she'd like to work with Tom Cruise. Maybe she's forgiven him for holding her in the Scientology Celebrity Center for 8 hours in 2005. My goodness. Okay, it says, I see the terrific actress Scarlett Johansson had a surprising answer last night on the Asteroid City red carpet. Someone from the Hollywood Reporter asked her which actor she would like to work with. Tom Cruise, she replied with a big smile. Her answer is going viral. Scarlett must be in a forgiving mood or she has amnesia. In 2005, not long after Katie Holmes had turned up in Rome with Cruise, surprisingly as his quote-unquote girlfriend, I ran into Scarlett and her then boyfriend, Josh Hartnett. We were outside backstage at the Live 8 concert in London's Hyde Park. I bumped into Scarlett and Josh in the catering tent. Hartnett had recently dated Holmes a few months earlier. I asked him if he was surprised to hear about Katie surfacing in Rome with Tom Cruise. That's when Scarlett told us that she had been among the different women Cruise had interviewed for Mission Impossible 3. And maybe to be his wife or girlfriend. Scarlett told us that her quote-unquote audition took place at the Hollywood Celebrity Center, at the Hollywood Scientology Celebrity Center, where she was held for about 8 hours. They put her through the whole routine, e-meters and so on, plus the interview with Cruise. Okay, real quick. I have never, that I can recall, heard an actual like play-by-play account of what went down in this interview process. How exactly did this go? Why was an e-meter involved? If the story these young actresses were supposed to be believing is that this was just an audition for Mission Impossible 3. What kind of audition for Mission Impossible 3 could have involved a use of Scientology's e-meter? I could probably invent a few possible answers, but my point here is that I've never actually heard a description or an explanation of what this process was like and why it went down the way that it did. But it's interesting to hear that the e-meter was involved. Scarlett wasn't alone. There were a bunch of actresses like Holmes who came in for Mission Impossible 3. Holmes was the only one to stick around. The others included Jennifer Garner, Jessica Alba, Kate Bosworth, and even Lindsay Lohan. Scarlett told us that she bolted. Of course, she had no intention of joining a cult. Well, did she bolt? Or was she in the Celebrity Center for 8 hours? Because I'm not sure those two things are entirely compatible. But the last couple paragraphs here. I wrote about this in 2018. The original story was in my Fox 411 column at Fox News. Curiously, all mention of Scientology has been deleted from the foxnews.com archives for 2005. Roger Ailes capitulated to Scientology in 2008, but that's another story. That's another story I've never heard before. I would love to hear more about what happened back in 2008. How did Roger Ailes capitulate to Scientology in 2008? We have got to hear more of that story. It goes on here. Lawrence Wright also mentioned this in his book, Going Clear, although he didn't credit me. I guess he's referring just to the Scarlett Johansson having been one of the many who were interviewed to be Tom's significant other. Well, maybe it's all water over the dam or under the bridge. Scarlett is one of my favorite younger actresses, very smart, and she knows her own mind. A Johansson Cruise pairing is not such a far-fetched idea. Anyway, it was the perfect answer considering Mission Impossible 7 is coming up soon, and Tom is uber popular after Top Gun Maverick. You know, thanks to Scientology, Tom Cruise has become the world's most unlikely incel. I mean, if you don't know what an incel is, just Google it. INCEL. Tom Cruise is their leader. Tom Cruise is their mascot. You want to talk about having a shitty wingman. I mean, having David Miscavige as a best friend has turned out not to be the best wingman after all. By the way, guys, speaking of shitty wingmen and David Miscavige, have you guys seen my life-size vintage David Miscavige plush doll? It's been a while since I've shared this with you guys. So for you new viewers, I wanted you to know. To many of you, to the uninitiated, this might look like a Keebler elf doll. That is, in fact, not the case. This is a life-size creation of David Miscavige, vintage plush doll. Only 9 of them ever made in the world. I'm just fortunate enough to be able to have one of them. And what you see here is the shittiest wingman ever. David Miscavige has destroyed Tom Cruise. He's destroyed Tom Cruise's love life. David Miscavige and Scientology have turned Tom Cruise into the world's #1 incel. That really is the takeaway of this video. So anyway, just having a little bit of fun here, guys. Let me check the comments and then we'll call it an evening. What is this? Justin Craig, aka LRH 2.0. Similarly, myself and others who submit 20-second videos will be auditioning to be Apostate Alex's girlfriend. Oh my God, that's great. I absolutely love it. All right, guys. It's already past 8 o'clock for me. Probably the last you're going to hear of me this evening, unless there's one little special live stream that we might be happening. But anyway, that's all on this for now, you guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thanks to everyone who watches until the very end. And I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right